How's it, guys? Today we're going to be fixing a broken lip on a Rapala. This Rapala here had the lip broken off by a tuner some years ago, and I've been pondering what to do with it since. And I've since got a new one that I've been using, so I've decided to try and make a new lip and attach it to the broken one. So what I've used in this process, a few basic items to try and replicate the lip. I've got this plastic partitions that you get from your hobby boxes and what have you. I've got that, and basically I've taken the new one that I've got, and then just basically copied the outline against the other piece of plastic. I've just taken a Sharpie, held it against the piece of plastic, drawn an outline around it, and then taken a Stanley blade, cut it out, and then using a file, a bit of sandpaper, sanded it down to size. And what I've done, I've decided to sand it down to slightly smaller than the actual original lip size, because just in case it isn't perfect, I don't want to be overpowering the lure. So there's the new lure, and here's my lip that I'm making. It's just slightly smaller, and so the process of trying to get this back into onto the original, or back onto the broken lure, there doesn't seem to be a perfect slot that it goes into. I had to take the old broken lip out with a pair of pliers, and I was thinking there was going to be an existing hole in there that I could push the replacement lip into, and there was no hole. So what I've done, I've just cleaned up that area there, and I'm going to try and put it in two processes. The first part, I'm going to take some super glue and just try and super glue it back in at the same angle, just kind of get it steady there. And then the second part of the process, what I'm going to do is take some 2-part epoxy glue and then just slowly build it around. So I'll start the first process. Let's just try and get a bit of epoxy. I mean, this is liquid super glue. It's the super glue gel type. So we're going to put a bit of super glue there. Okay, and then hopefully by just holding that there and holding it down for a while and trying to match the angle and position, it's going to stay. There, well, it's kind of staying and looks to be about the same angle. So I'm probably going to have a couple of little drops back on the back of it, and then just let that set, and then let that set for about 10-15 minutes or so, and then come back with the 2-part epoxy glue and build it up. There you go. See how it looks against the other one? Pretty similar. See the angle there? Okay, let's set that down and let that dry. Okay, here's the second part. I've just mixed up a little bit of 2-part epoxy over here, and we're now just going to start applying this onto the Rapala lip. So let's just start putting a bit on the back here. Probably going to put a bit more on the back than on the front, because I think the less you put on the front, the less chance there is of this extra glue and that affecting the action of the lure. So I just apply quite a bit to the back. Just try to get that down onto the front here nicely. Just drop it in there. tricky part is going to come drying this, is that you've got to make sure that the epoxy glue doesn't run. So you've got to hold it just at the right angle so that it doesn't run off and down away from the lip. Okay, let's go around there. Okay, one more bit of glue. There, front and sides. Yeah, I think I'm just going to hold that for another few minutes, and hopefully it dries all perfectly, nice and hard, and we can get to use it again. So there you go, guys. There's the finished Rapala. It's got its new refurbished lip on it, and yeah, so that's one way of breathing life into those old lures that you've got lying around the house that you thought of maybe throwing away. But hey, instead of buying a new one for 80 or 90 rand, get a bit of plastic, get some glue, cut out a bit of plastic, and put in a new lip, and you've got a brand new lure, ready to rock and roll. Cheers.